The following program is a real estate and mortgage show and does not necessarily reflect the views and opinions of Reality Radio 101, its advertisers and sponsors, or its listening audience. Listener discretion is advised. Good evening and welcome to Your Home, Your Money with your hosts, Randy, Jackie, and Anthony, right here on Reality Radio 101. To get on board, send us an email. Our email address is yourhomeyourmoney101@gmail.com. And now, ladies and gentlemen, right to your hosts of Your Home, Your Money, Randy, Jackie, and Anthony.
Hello, good afternoon, everybody. For right now, it's just myself, Anthony here, your, as you all like to call me, your Democratic friend here. Our friend Randy should be with us shortly, but he's just, I guess, taking his time today. Anyway, so as always, we're going to talk about some real estate stuff. If you have any questions that you want answered, you can feel free to send an email to yourhomeyourmoney101@gmail.com. If you want to catch us on YouTube, you can search for @YourTeamPros. You will find us there, as always. Let's check if we have any emails. But yeah, so I guess until Randy does get here, I have a few kind of different things to talk about. A few articles I've gone over, talking about the market a bit more. So I'm actually just on Reddit here right now. And I've been searching myself for homes as well. The market, I would say, in the last little bit is probably trending up a little bit, but you can find some deals. This thing on Reddit I'm looking at right now shows a home in Mississauga sold under $1 million, 3+1 bed, 3 baths. So there are some deals out there. I've been looking at Ajax myself a bit for different clients, and I'm seeing, again, you're not going to find crazy deals, but if you're willing to, I guess, put in the work and put some time in, you can definitely find some good gems out there. I've seen in Ajax alone, where the average price I believe is still close to the million range, around 900 and change. You'll still be able to find some homes, even detached, if you get lucky, for 700,000, 800,000 in that range. Again, you do have to, I guess, act quick on these things, but if you are the type who's actually monitoring the market right now, there are a lot of homes being put up, a lot of homes that are there and not really selling because of the situation we're in right now with everything that we've been put through, right? We went through COVID where, again, we've been talking about this for a while, where things just went crazy, where you couldn't leave the house, then you could leave, this went crazy, and people just were, it was bedlam. People, offer after offer. Again, I talked last week about a home we were selling where, even being the real estate agent, I was like hesitant to try to sell to some people, because even for me, I'm like, this home in this area shouldn't be going for this price. Like, it was a potential buyer who wasn't necessarily working with me, so I was trying to advise them that, you know what, I understand you want this house, but there's other deals you can probably get, maybe not right now, but a bit later. And that home ended up selling for well over asking price, and if it was to sell now, I'm confident that they wouldn't get anywhere close to that price. So hopefully that buyer is able to maintain the cost that he put into it, because, again, if you were to sell it right now, which is going to happen to a lot of people in the near future, they're going to be in for a lot of hurt, because they have a mortgage value at maybe $800,000, $900,000, but they're looking to sell, if they're lucky, at $7,000. And again, that delta, that difference, is going to come out of their pocket, right? So you can end up selling a home, and instead of, you're happy your home sold, and you're doing what you want to do, and you have a little bit of money extra, you actually have to find money to actually pay for this home that you don't even own anymore, right? So I'm sure there's a lot of homeowners right now who bought in this time, who maybe bought a little bit before when the rates were very low, and again, because of everything the Bank of Canada did with raising these rates, and there were your variable rate went crazy, and basically you're no longer paying anything on your mortgage. Really, you're paying your mortgage while where your principal is staying the same every month, maybe even have a reverse amortization where you're paying less than the actual interest being accrued on your mortgage. So the next year or so is going to be pretty interesting, even though the Fed or the Bank of Canada seems to bring the rates down. As Randy talks about most of the time, bringing the rates down doesn't really affect doesn't affect the fixed rate, which is what most people are going for now. It affects your variable rate, which is still much higher than the fixed. And again, a lot of people could be, especially those who bought between 4 or 5 years ago, the mortgage coming up, they're going to be in for a decision. Can they afford to keep the house and continue the mortgage, or are they going to have to sell them? And if we have this big influx of homes in the market, what's that going to do to the prices that are? What's that going to do to the prices of the homes right now? We've been seeing a decline over the last year or so. Even though, again, as I said at the beginning, right now prices seem to be stabilizing and it seems to be getting more homes sold, but we still do have that the stagnation really, where only the pretty homes are selling. Whereas a couple years ago, you could have sold like a laneway and you're getting top dollar for that thing. You're getting multiple offers for that, right? So it's going to be an interesting next little while. Again, no one really knows. I'm sure if you go online, put in predictions, you're going to find a lot of stuff. But in reality, no one really knows what's going to happen. My take, I personally think that we're going to have a bit of a dip, as Randy was saying, because of all the things that are happening. But we'll see. Anyways, the man of the hour is approaching us soon. But I'm going to check if we have any emails as he's tuning up over here in the corner. All right, so we have one from Jim. Wow, Anthony's actually doing a real estate show tonight. Excellent. Yeah, that's what happens when we don't have the distraction, right, Jim? But he is here, so we'll see. William says, down payments. The market still is terrible. Who has these outrageous down payments? Well, yes, again, outrageous, it depends on what you're looking for, right? If you're in the range of $1 million plus, or even now in the next couple months, or not even months, couple months, next month and a half, $1.5 million plus, then yes, your down payment is going to have to be pretty considerable, right? Anything over 1.5 million after December. What's the date? December.
It'll be this coming new year, really.
Okay, so let's call it January. So basically, until January, or after January, if you want a home over $1.5 million, then you will need 20% down. So basically, that equates to on a $1.5 million home, you would need $300,000 down payment, which yes can be very very hard to acquire, especially if you don't have a house already where you're building up equity. However, if you want a home, let's say $1 million, where you can still find some of those depending where you're at. In Toronto, maybe not so much, but if you're going to go a bit on the outskirts, again, as I said at the beginning of the show, in Ajax, I've been looking at the market out there. There are quite a few homes that are selling under $1 million. I'm not getting anything huge, but you can find some 3 bedrooms, even detached homes, for under $1 million. And anything under $1 million, you would need